to do it now or later or whatever you like. No 29 start. No, no. Good luck to both players. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I have not seen Nyakozame in action for the longest time. It's good to see Cole back here on the CTBW front as well. Both players stacking almost identically until that L piece, which Cole flipped upright, and Nyakozame just threw left. Well, I suppose I should introduce these players. Nyakozame, as pulled up by Cole's profile just now, has a 1.16. I believe is from Indonesia, but don't quote me on that. Yep, he's from Thailand. Okay, alright. So, kind of close, but kind of just close enough to be insulting. Has a 1.16. Hybrid player out of Thailand. I believe mostly uses tap, but I could be mistaken. Coming off a long hiatus here. Maybe might be coming back to TNP, although I think he's graduated from TNP, so I might be wrong. It would be CTL at that point. On our that was our left side of the screen. On our right, we have Cole, also known as Cole Beckett. Now, if you want to know what his PB is, all you got to do is look at the leaderboard. He should be pretty high. Cole ranked as the 20th best player in the world by ELO with a PB of 4.2 million. Pretty cracked. Although I'm not sure if he's playing DAS right now. He would not have a 4.2 million PB with this playstyle in that case. Cole hangs an L to the left. It's gonna be some trouble here if he's using the DAS. No, that was definitely not DAS. Cole has embraced the cheater playstyle, as we like to call him around these parts. No, we don't. I just do it sometimes because I think it's funny. Anyway, given that Cole is not using the DAS playstyle, he will survive this. Is going to be down by a few thousand points at the end, but nothing that can't be regained. Nyakozame at 193 here, Cole at 191. Players are pretty much tied here, about halfway to 19 speeds. I didn't even change the title. That's how the title was before. I forgot to change it, but it's still correct. This is your winners round 2. Cole qualified into the, I think it was 4 seed. Because he was specifically, yep, it was the 4 seed. Playing Nyakozame, the 29 seed. Cole got a first round bye, and Nyakozame had to play Thisinthat this morning, who he swept. Funnily enough, Thisinthat drops to the loser's bracket to play me, Thisinthat. So we'll see how that goes, probably towards the end of this week. Cole misses the tuck of that J piece. Gonna cost him a few lines here, but nothing that can't be worked with. Nyakozame working from row 2 gets that Tetris, 339. Has about a Tetris lead on Cole here. Cole's board looking a bit dependent. He's going to be looking for that long bar to try and clear everything out, which is of course the time when the game decides that bars are at a premium. Nyakozame hangs 2 pieces to the left side. Now when you talk about overhangs, there's an overhang and then there's that. So I think that's the former. Or the latter, I don't remember. Anyway, Nyakozame gets this cleared out in good order, sets up for a left wheel Tetris, tries to, ends up burning it away. Players now closing in on transition. Cole up high here. This is very dangerous. Gets that bar though. Gonna have a lot of trouble here. I'm not sure if he can get clean before transition, but he can get this down. This can be very dangerous in unskilled hands, but Cole is far from unskilled. Gets that square to the left. I think I might have thrown that bar into the left side, which might have completely messed everything up. Cole with 6 lines remaining, just looking for a couple burns here. Nyakozame in at 412,000. Cole in at 401,000. So very small lead for Nyakozame here. Cole kind of trying to set up here about 5 off the bottom, which is something you can do when you use something like roll, but it still can backfire heavily, and these pieces have not been agreeing with Cole. He's getting S and Z bursted. He's getting pretty high up on the board here. These Z's he's got to throw, these S's he's had to throw all the way to the right side. Nyakozame has been stacking cleanly. I believe has scored a Tetris in the meantime. Cole just trying to get this board down. Even with tapping, I believe, nobody would have been able to survive that. But rolling is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I think that makes 2 of us, Brian. I think I would have survived that for a little bit, but those were some trash pieces up there. I would have probably died at level 20 or 21. Cole is down. Cole is just misdropped to the left side, but he gets the Tetris anyway, so it's fine. Now he's just trying for another bar. Good golly, Cole can't catch a break here, and Nyakozame has jumped out to about a 90,000 point lead, which would come out to about 3 Tetrises at this level. Holy cannoli. Cole keeps having to cover everything with the pieces he's getting. Man, he wasn't kidding when he was saying that he wasn't going to be able to use DAS here. That's what you get for qualifying into a first round bye. You end up having to play quote unquote real players just to start. Nyakozame ends up finding some of the bad pieces that Cole was getting and tops out at 578. 578 the top out for Nyakozame. So Cole, you have a chase down. It's 579. Let me see if I can't get your title, microphone, points. Surely there's got to be a way to do this. And Cole makes the chase down by 20,000 points, makes it to 579. GG's. Cole takes game number 1. Wait, do I not have it? Player number 1. Is it a 4th thing I just never brought over? Ah, okay, that's why. That's why it wasn't showing up. I saw Cole put something in the profile picture spot, and it wasn't showing up, and I'm like, what? What's going on? I just didn't have the thing visible on my seed. That's funny. Okay, let me check our handy dandy seed checker. Very important for any restreamer who's trying to get into the scene. Let's go for. Oh, I thought you said 1 second ready, but no, it's 1A ready. Let's go for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck once again. Nyakozame looking to take the second game to tie this up. Cole looking to possibly end up with a nicer board than last time, because that was some capital digging there. But here on 18, everything is so much easier. It's only 2/3 the speed of level 19, which means that you get a lot more ability to get pieces all the way up on the left or to stack high for Tetrises. It's a lot of fun, I think. I don't know about the top level, but at my level, I have some fun on 18, just seeing how well I can stack, how high I can get up pieces on the left. And what kind of transition score I can get to level 19. Play that Jati Where's the Long Bar clip. I don't know where that is, but if I had it, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. Anyway, it's been smooth sailing so far for these players. Cole at 186, Nyakozame at 183. As they say, they're neck and neck here to start off this 18 portion. Hopefully we'll see another transition. The winner of this match will go on to winners round 3 to be able to face Nerd the Box, who beat Spectric Electric to get there. The loser of this match will go down to face Spectric Electric. That's kind of funny. So, if you win, you get to face the winner of Spectric versus Nerd. And if you lose, you'll face the loser of that match. That's kind of funny, actually. I like that. Both players still working from this right side. Classic right well. Cole Tetrises to 322. Nyakozame at roughly the same score here. Well, exactly the same score at that instance. Looks like they got almost exactly the same pieces at the moment, too. That's really cool. 60 lines in and they've got pretty much the same pieces at the same time. You love to see it. And exactly the same score. Until Cole has to throw that bar in the middle and Nyakozame doesn't. It's not very often that happens, but I enjoy it when it does. The same pieces at the same time past the first, 10, 20 lines or so. Well, if that doesn't mean that you're playing very evenly this game, I don't know what does. Hello to Anjing Plays Tetris. Good to see you. Only this week did I learn that Burmain, in some sort of rough translation from, I think it's Malay, I don't know. I know you live in Brunei, which is kind of close to it. I know Burmain roughly translates to plays, so Anjing Plays Tetris. Which was kind of funny because we had a match between Khan Plays Tetris and who was the other guy? Jay. Jay Plays Tetris. So we had 3 Plays Tetrises in the chat, which was nice. Anyway, at the turn here, Cole at 555, Nyakozame at 514. So these are some very nice transitions coming out from these players. Neither has really gotten into any protracted digs. Nyakozame getting a bit high here. I don't remember actually what his tapping speeds are, but he's got a 1.16. Of course, he could get that with DAS, but you know. Cole can't get that S over. I suppose wasn't rolling for that piece. Now he's hung a Z to the right side. Gets that T over. This is extremely dangerous for Cole. He's looking for a bar. He's getting droughted at the worst time. And nothing's going to get over. Cole tops out at 563. Yeah, it was a W seed until it wasn't. That's what I'm hearing. And Nyakozame goes in at 598. Yep, GG's. With a transition like that, I think I might actually just mull in for a few levels just to see if I get good pieces, and if I do, I'll keep going. If I don't, I'll top out. But Nyakozame doing the principled thing, topping out once he's realized his opponent has topped out. Would have been a crazy game if roll, says Cole. I suppose. I guess you were playing Dash that time? It's kind of. Alright. Maybe I just need to keep a close eye on your screen just to see what's going on, to see what playstyle you're using. Because I know you've got proficiency with both Dash and, of course, roll. Well, must not have been roll, except for that last part. 2B, says Nyakozame, which it is. Game number 3 of a potential best of 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Looks like an L bar opener. No, that's a J. I'm stupid. J bar opener. Players immediately disagreeing on how to stack these pieces, but that's alright. Both are going to be set up for a Tetris very quickly, and both do get the first one. None the worse for wear. Yeah, it looks like Cole was dashing that game. He might be dashing this one, judging by his piece movements. Cole, I believe, got a PV to get into Mega Dasters last month, or was it 2 months ago now? Feels like it was kind of recent, but it's just been taking forever. It only ended yesterday. Cole extremely high here again. Does that get left? I think he hit a little bit of mustard on these pieces. Maybe he's... Oh no, that's not this, alright. Did I sign up for Dash League? I think I did. I hope I did. I'm looking for some vindication after last time. Who did I lose to last time? I got wrecked. I don't even remember who it was. All these leagues that aren't TNP or CTL, I just get wrecked. Even CTBW. I just can't beat Anjing. I think I'm signed up for it. Excuse me. I signed up for Dash League, but they might have misunderstood my Norg thing. Please, I beg you, please get a PC that's just able to stream emulation. I know your PC is on its last legs and it can barely do Norg, but also, I beg you. Anyway, back to the actual reason that we're here in my chat. Cole is at 238, Nyakozame at 141, has been digging a good portion of this game. No, PCs aren't cheap. That they aren't. A laptop might be cheaper, though. Yeah, if you want a really good gaming PC that can actually run all of these games that are coming out at the highest settings, if you want hundreds and hundreds of FPS, you're going to have to shell out big bucks for that kind of... Probably more than your monthly paycheck just to get one of these things. But laptops tend to be a lot cheaper. Okay, laptops aren't cheap. Alright, I see you. They are cheaper than PCs, though. The big tower PCs. I asked for one, my parents said it cost too much. Yeah, that's fair. You can only do what you can do, right? Sometimes we are limited by in what we can do by our financial situation. That's why I haven't been able to go to any Tetris regionals that haven't been in driving distance. That and I don't like flying. Cole wouldn't know anything about going to Tetris regionals. No, not at all. Although I don't think Nyakozame's been able to, given that he lives on the other side of the world. I believe it is either 9:30 or 10:30 p.m. for Nyakozame right now. I don't think Thailand practices daylight savings, but if they did, probably about 12 hours ahead for me. It is 10:30 a.m. for me. Nyakozame also in a bit of trouble here. Alright, is out of trouble. Got some nice pieces. Oh. Cole's board stuttering for just a moment, showing the technical difficulty screen for just a moment. Players at the turn here. Nyakozame at 323, Cole at 496. Can you tell he's rolling yet, fellas? Yes, 542 here at 113 lines. He was talking about the last one being a really good transition with nice pieces, but given he's rolling now, it's so much easier to get these kinds of scores. Given if you don't like pieces, you don't have to burn, you can just throw them up to the left side. Who cares if you have to hit a 20 hertz 5 tap to get it up there? 4 tap. Well, 4 tap more like. 4 taps are much easier. Much less dangerous if you miss a tap. Cole has 2 Tetrises remaining. There's one. We'll have 600k in at the least. Nyakozame a few lines away. Cole in at 638. 638 the transition for Cole. Going extremely aggressive with that L piece to the right. Gets it burned away in order. Nyakozame is about to go in here. Gets everything opened up. Goes in at 385. So Nyakozame about 250,000 points behind by the transition. And that's just in terms of pace. In terms of the real-time lead, Cole is nearly 300,000 up. But of course he is on level 21 at the moment. Nyakozame behind by about 15 lines. Trying to stack up for every Tetris he can get his hands on, but Cole has been very clean and efficient here as well. It seems the bars have been pretty nice so far this seed. Only a real-time lead of about 250,000 for Cole, who has noticed how many bars we've been getting and has now set up the Vits here. And gets the bar 2 bars, 3 bars right when he couldn't use them. So that's fun. Gets that bar, gets that Tetris, looking for an LJ to reopen things from that one small burn. Has things open. Nyakozame pretty high up on the board here, almost completely misflipped that piece. Nyakozame finds the 3 bars I was talking about, not able to get that L spin. That square isn't the best piece either, trying to burn things out as Nyakozame. Now at 586, but Cole is at 883 here. He's 12 lines ahead, but does that really matter when you're ahead by almost 300,000 points this late into transition? Cole is putting on a clinic. He's telling us exactly why he's the 4 seed of this tournament and has designs on the prize pool, maybe even winning it all. Nyakozame 638 here on 25. Probably just hoping for a Cole top out at this point. What can you do against a top 20 player by ELO? I think even better than that on the Premier poll. I don't remember. I think I put him about 13th or so on my personal one. Nyakozame 683 here on 26. Cole has the max out, and he's got 3 more possible before transition. Now just 2 possible before the kill screen. Nyakozame would probably need the kill screen of his life here to take this game. Behind by 400,000. Yeah, I do believe Cole is just mullining at this point. He's in at 1.165, which would beat Nyakozame's transition, which would beat Nyakozame's PB. So, you just need to PB in the next 6 lines. You're going to be fine. Don't worry. Gets that L to the left side. Always nice. Looking for a bar. That T doesn't quite get left. Gets that Tetris 801. Another Tetris 837, but this is kill screen, which is unsurvivable for pretty much everyone except rollers and the very best tappers. That's GG's. Cole will take game number 3 in a statement. Now at 1.27. Good golly. GG's. What can I do, Lamau? You ask him to switch. You ask him nicely to switch back to Daz, or you can do that and hope he early tobs. I think his fair median 19 percentage is somewhere in the neighborhood of 95%. So there's about a chance in 20 he doesn't make it. That's a chance in 400 that he doesn't twice. Oh man. Anjing says, I kind of like being the Norg person, but I hate it all at the same time. I guess that makes sense. I think Norg is a useful tool, but it shouldn't be the only thing that you have to deal with. If possible. Under optimal circumstances, which I understand that yours aren't, Nestris is a tool, but it's not the only thing that you have. I guess it can really stink to be stuck with it. Anyway, it looks like both players are ready here. 3C is the seed? Yeah, run a GoFundMe. Get Anjing a PC so he doesn't have to use Norg. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cole looking to close this out and advance to face Nerd the Box. Nyakozame just looking to get to a decider with one of the favorites to win this tournament. I don't know. I'd throw you a few bucks if you wanted. I would donate to the cause. Get Anjing on a real stream, not just the cursed phone setup. If you want, I'll try my best to pay, says Nyakozame. Okay. True to form, Nyakozame has not burned yet. Of course, we're only 12 lines in, but you know. Cole with a couple of placements here that don't quite match up to what I think when I think stacking, but has things worked out in good order. Tetris is to 71,000. Slight lead, says Anjing. Yeah, I think that was a slight lead last seed. Nothing too crazy, just the old 400k lead into kill screen. No big deal. Nyakozame with a couple of niggling holes on the right side. Ooh, those are going to be a pain to get away. Gets that bar to the left side. Quite vital for any board that you're trying to dig from. Gets that nice dirty Tetris. 122. Stacked up pretty high here is Nyakozame. 125. Cole at 145 here. Has a cleaner well. Nyakozame still working from this row 3. Burns it away. That was a very nice well transfer and is now on a row 10. No. Column 10, row 0. Just the way God intended, or something like that. Truly a baby bomb versus coughing hydrogen moment? Something like that, Anjing. We'll go with that. We will go with that. Cole has jumped out to just about a Tetris lead. Never mind, they're almost exactly the same here in points. I think it's possible Cole might be dassing this seed, regardless of what Nyakozame told him to do. Might be easier to tell if I looked at the stream directly. Does not have the Hertz and input display counter on, which would make it trivial to figure out whether he was or not. These feel like some DAS moves from here, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Well, if you can hear me and you're rolling, just get a 30 Hertz 5-tap or something to show me that you... just show me if you're rolling or not. Oh, man. And if you're not rolling, just triple flip a piece. No, not like that. That was an adjustment. That wasn't a triple flip. Yeah, this looks like that's from Cole here, but he's actually behind right now. Nyakozame is saying, "You give me an inch, I'll take a mile." You're dassing? Well, it seems that I have the advantage here. Nyakozame at 405,000, and a kind of a nasty dig about way up the board here. Cole a bit high here, gets that bar. It's so tough to figure out whether a player is high if you don't know if they're dassing or rolling, because it makes such a difference, you know? Something that's super high for DAS is just a good day's work for roll. All you do is tickle the controller fast enough, and oh look, the piece got over there and almost teleported. Cole gets that bar over. That might have been a quick tap or a roll or something left. I don't know. That did not look like DAS. That wasn't DAS either. Okay. I think Cole is trying to warm up his rolling for 19 now. Now at 440, Nyakozame at 503. So, in a change of pace, Cole will be trailing into 19 unless Nyakozame ends up digging for a while and Cole goes perfect. Yeah, those are not what DAS looks like. Those are not DAS movements. Disqualified, if this were a DAS match, of course. If Cole had indeed qualified with DAS for this tournament, he would be forced to use DAS only, but given he qualified with roll, which is probably the only way he'd be able to get the first seed. The only way he'd be able to get the first seed is probably with roll. He is able to use whatever playstyle he wishes. And he is. He's in at 558. Nyakozame are in at about 600k. So, just about a 2 Tetris lead here into the 19 portion of this game. Possibly the last time we'll see 19 this game, this set. 655 here on level 20 for Nyakozame. 612 for Cole, now behind by just over a Tetris. Some nice bars coming out. Another Tetris for Nyakozame, 700 here. Cole looking for the Aki bar, gets it a piece too late. Players are just about tied here. This is kind of a high board here for Nyakozame. I'm not sure what his hurts are, but given that T didn't get over, it can't be 15 or more. I think he gets about 13 or so, which is still very good with tapping. Extremely good. Not quite up to Anjing's speeds, though. Anjing would have gotten that sucker over so quickly it would have made your head spin. Anyway, after this small dig from Nyakozame, Cole has caught up in pace. Has taken the real-time lead as well. Nice double tuck there for Cole. Oh no. A couple of hangs here from Nyakozame. Not able to get it, just a few pieces over. Tops out at 760. Cole, congratulations. You have won this set and advanced to fight Nerd the Box in the next round. Congratulations. Commiserations to Nyakozame. You will fall to the loser's bracket to play Spectric Electric. That should be a good match. Its seed was a godsend. I'll take your word for it. I wasn't really looking at the piece count. I suppose I can switch to Cole's seed. Doesn't look like the bars were particularly numerous. Must have just been good timing then. Cole looking for a good mulligan here. Looking for at least a max out into kill screen here. Nice adjustment there. I don't think I ever do that with Tat. That is a roller only kind of maneuver right there where you flip the J piece up right there. Beautiful S spin. Into 28 at 996. He says GG, so I don't think he's going to survive kill screen for very long. Or he just chooses to not play the game. Or maybe he's trying to practice 29 digging. Who knows? GG's all around. A68 the top out for Cole. Intentional top out, trust. Yep. Oh yeah, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for qualifying for this tournament, and good luck in your next matches. Let me see if there's anybody live right now. I don't no wait, Stolen was live. It's possible he might still be, but the match had already started by the time that we had started this one. Nope. No longer live is Stolen. Looks like we're the only game in town right now, given it's 10:44 in the morning. I suppose that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you're very welcome for the restream. Hope you all have a nice rest of your day.